Hello everyone, welcome back to Market Champs. This video is a startup of one of my series which will be called Intro to the Stock Market. In this series, I will be sharing you guys the basic knowledge that I know about the stock market, and in this video we will start out with stocks. Well, what is a stock, you may ask? A stock is a general term used to describe the ownership certificate of any company, meaning once you buy a stock, you will own a certain percentage of that company. Some terms that you might want to know while going into the stock market are the bid. The bid is the most someone is willing to pay for the stock. We'll be using Apple as an example, and the most someone is willing to pay for the stock is $118.12. Moving on to the ask. The ask is the most someone is willing to sell the stock for. In this example, it ends up being $118.13. The next term is volume. Volume is the amount of times any given stock is traded within a period of time. Here we have a 1 minute time frame bar graph. All the way to the right, we have a bar that is going down. In that specific bar, there was a total volume of 742,355 shares traded in that 1 minute. And now we are moving on to the types of stocks that you might bump into. Starting with ETFs. An ETF is a type of security that when you buy the security, you will own a fraction of many underlying stocks in that ETF. An example is SPY. SPY's top holding, just to name a few, are Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, and many more. Next up are dividend stocks. Dividend stocks are stocks that pay you dividends, which is cash. There is a dividend yield, which is the percent payout per share price, which determines how much dividends you will be getting. An example is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has a dividend yield of 3.04%, which ends up being a total annual dividends of $1.64 per share. With Coca-Cola, you get paid 4 times per year, which in every quarter you will get paid 41 cents per stock that you own. Now we are moving on to penny stocks. Penny stocks are stocks that cost lower than $5 a share. Now that we got what stocks are and the type of stocks there is in the stock market, we are moving on to what ways you can use to buy a stock and sell a stock. Some terminologies are market buy. When you market buy a stock, you're putting in order to buy the stock at the ask. So with Apple as an example, you're buying the stock at $118.13, which is the most someone is willing to sell the stock for. Market sell is next. When you market sell an order, you are selling the stock at the bid, which is the most someone is willing to pay for the stock. In the example, you will be selling your stock at $118.12. Next up is limit buy. The term limit buy is inserting a price to buy the stock, whether it's a higher price that the share is currently at or at a lower price. Once you put a limit buy, the stock will be bought until the price of the stock goes to the price you would like to buy it at. Same goes with limit sell. Limit sell is inserting a price to sell the stock at whether your limit sell is higher or lower than the current share price. On the bottom left here is an example of when you will use a stop loss order. A stop loss order is a term for limit sell to use when you would like to avoid losses when the stock goes the wrong way. This is where the guy bought and where he placed his stop loss order, which is over here. The stop loss order helped him avoid big losses. On the other slide, I will be providing you with the other information that you should know about. Starting off with the market cap. Market cap is the total dollar market value of a company's outstanding shares of a stock. In this example of Apple, Apple's current market cap is around $2 trillion. Next is shares outstanding. Shares outstandings are the number of shares a company has in total, which for Apple, the shares that they currently have in total are around 17.06 billion shares. And then there's the shares afloat. Shares afloat are the number of shares a company has that can be publicly traded. Apple currently has 17.04 billion shares that can be publicly traded. And that is the conclusion of the basics of stocks, intro to the stock market. If you get any knowledge in regards to stocks, Please turn that thumbs up button blue because it helps the YouTube algorithm a lot so other people can find and get the same knowledge as you. And also subscribe for more content. And if you have anyone that is looking to learn about the stock market, don't forget to share the video with them. If you have any questions, comment them down below. And also in the description, there will be the link to the slideshow, and there will also be a link to the Market Champs Discord. This is Market Champs. See you champs later.